Hello Foxes, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video for you that is a haul video, and it is not a palette haul, but I went to my favorite little vintage store over my birthday weekend and I picked up a few things, and I thought that I would show you because my palette's not here yet and I don't really have anything else going on, and this is fun stuff, so I thought I would share it with you. If vintage content, if reselling content sounds interesting to you, or you want to know more about, selling vintage online, then make sure to give me a thumbs up on this video and hit the subscribe button down below. And we're just going to go ahead and dive right in. So this is my bag, big brown bag. And for this one I picked up like kind of a mix of hard goods and clothing, but surprisingly some of the clothing is modern. So the first thing I picked up, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to keep for myself or not, but it's this little chest, and it's kind of like an apothecary chest, except that it is a sewing chest. So it says buttons, pins, needles, snaps, and then it has these little flowers painted on it. And then inside you can just see that they're just little wooden drawers, and I just thought that that was really adorable. It has little spots up here where you can hang this, and then maybe like put a pin cushion or something up in the top here. But that's just so cute. I don't know, I like that. And it's got some like random stuff inside of it. It's always fun. Oh, a single button and a dead spider. Lovely. Next up, I picked up some jewelry. I always love getting jewelry from this shop because she always gives me such a good deal. I thought this was so cute. It's like a little pin. Let's see if I can make that focus. There we go. And it's a plaid with just this little like dangly cabochon down here, and I thought it would look so sweet as like a little like collar, like in between a Peter Pan collar or tucked under a pointed collar or something like that. It's definitely got some age to it, though I don't know how old it is, but I just loved it. I thought it was so cute. So I don't know if I'm going to be selling that or not yet. Next up, I picked these up because, and I might keep these too, really, she has great stuff, but they are these tiny little, hold on, earrings that are little iridescent, like mother of pearl, cowrie, like cut out leaves, and they're just really small and dainty. Like, well, these are my earrings, but see how small they are. And I just thought those were really cute. They almost have like this snowflake pattern to them. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if you're able to see that or not, but they've got like this little snowflake pattern in them, and I just thought they were really pretty. The next one is a pair of, these are sterling, and I'm going to assume that that might be turquoise in there. They must be some kind of like Mexican or native motif, but I just thought it was kind of funny. It's like this guy bending over. Yeah, just cool, different, just really unique little earrings. Alright, and then I grabbed this pin. Definitely has some age to the backer, but it's just this little mama and her cubs. Mama bear and her cubs, and I love all things kind of like woodsy, so I grabbed that. The next one is a pendant, and this is beautifully made. Oh, what was that? Oh, I forgot about those. It's like almost like a china piece with like a little silver loop up here, and I believe it's real silver because it's like warped and squished like it's malleable, which real silver can be. And then, or usually is, and it's like etched on the back. Oh, can you see that? I just thought that was so pretty. And the last thing, I don't know if you're going to be able to see these, it's like super micro, dainty butterfly earrings. It's really tiny, but I thought that they were cute. Some of those jewelry pieces will go in my booth, which has actually been super successful. I don't know, I didn't expect it to be as good as it has been, so I'm really excited to drop more stuff off there. But yeah, some of those jewelry pieces might go there. And then this, so I don't smoke, I don't condone smoking, but I couldn't leave this behind. It's a leather cigarette case, and it's just got this like floral embossed detail down here, and it's top green cowhide, and then you just like push the little button and it pops open. And I just thought it was, I don't know, I couldn't leave it. And it's a powder blue, you know, it's just, someone's gonna love that. And like, if you like to smoke, then that's your prerogative, but I just, I had to have it. This, I think, could be an ashtray or a salt cellar. So if you don't know, for people who like to cook, you would fill the inside of the frog's mouth with salt, and then you have a little spoon, and you'd rest the spoon inside the inside the frog's mouth. And then when you go to cook, you can just like scoop out salt instead of like, you know, grinding it or pouring it from a container. You can sort of measure out the amount of salt that you're going to put in because it's just in a salt well or a salt cellar. And I have one in my kitchen. I totally love it. So I think I might try and find a little spoon to pair with this. And he's just a little toad with bumps and lumps. And he's got all these like confetti colors on him. And I just really liked that. This one had like a $4 tag on the bottom. I don't know how much I ended up paying for all of this because I only paid 40 bucks for everything. Next up are two trivets, and I just thought that they had the most like rustic, like farmhouse, comfort, cottagecore sort of situation going on. And these are vintage. They are marked made in the USA on the back. She had like a bunch of them, but these were my favorite. This one says, breakfast, lunch, dinner, or tea served in the kitchen seems more friendly to me. I just thought that was so cute. And then this one says, a kitchen is the heart of the home. I picked the non-religious ones. There were a couple that were more like family, live, laugh, love sort of like situation, but that's just not my jam. So I picked these because I love to cook, and I just love this little like chippiness and the little farmhouse down there and how it's a heart shape. I think that's awesome. Someone's gonna really love that. I have found trivets that I love, so I don't need any more. But this little tea time one is definitely tempting. It's so cute. This was just sort of like hidden on a shelf in the clothing room. I don't know, but I thought it was amazing. It's this really beautiful like just little jar canister holder thing, and it's made of brass. It's kind of warped, aged. It's got that like internal patina, and I just think it's super cool. It's just like a little trinket box, except it's open. So, loved that. Alright, next I've got some clothing items. This was a vintage top. It is by Commuter. Let's see. Here is the tag. I'm gonna guess this is probably 1960s, and it's just like a black and white gingham top. It does have a little hole in it here, so I'll have to mend that, but just pretty casual little tank top. And I was excited to find this because if you watch my last haul from the same shop, I found this in a blue colorway, and now I have it in a red colorway. It is a... I'm going to actually scoot the camera back so you guys can see the clothing better. So this one is in a red colorway here. Just really cute. And it's just like that sort of boho prairie vibes. The next one I was very excited about. This is for Love and Liberty, which is a Johnny Was line. And it is just like a tank top with this beautiful embroidery and like a chiffon sort of like bottom. And Johnny Was usually works in silk, so I think this is silky. Silk and cotton blend, and then the lining is silk. Dry clean only. Just really pretty. Might keep it. Don't know. I like it. And then another pair of Johnny Was pants, which I was excited about. These are an extra large as well. These I'll probably sell because they are not really my style. They are like a linen pant, but they are like a cropped wide leg type of jogger almost. I don't know, I'll try them on, but yeah, they have this really pretty embroidery down here at the bottom, and I will be very excited to sell these if they don't work out for me. The next I got for myself. I love vintage pillowcases on my pillow, and strawberries are a weakness of mine, so I got this strawberry percale pillowcase, and gonna put that on my pillow. Okay, last clothing piece. This is from the 80s, and it's not as good as the regular 70s stuff, but it is a vintage gunny sacks. Let's see if I can show you that's like the 80s tag. But it has that Laura Ashley vibe, and Laura Ashley is totally in right now, so I just kind of went for it. It's giant puff sleeves. It's like the big bib collar that goes around to the back. It's got that split neck, drop waist with like a full skirt over here. It's like this pale pink with a pretty floral and ribbon pattern, and then lace at the hem. I was like, you know what, someone's gonna like this. So I went ahead and picked it up, even though it's not the usual gunny aesthetic. And she gave this to me for $10 because it had been sitting for a really long time. It was marked 18. But either way, I'll find it a new home. And I checked on Etsy yesterday, and the cheapest like authentic gunny dress that I saw was around $85. So I feel pretty comfortable with that $10 mark, even though it's more of like the 80s vibe and not the 70s vibe. Yeah. So the next thing is the last thing. It is a home decor item, and these are, I believe, finials for the end of a curtain rod, and they are swan heads. They are heavy. They're either like a brass or a pop metal or there's some kind of like solid metal. They're not hollow or anything. And they just have that like great patina to them. Like, stop focusing on my face. There we go. In between the like head and the neck, there's just this like this wear and patina, and I think these are awesome. So if I don't use these in my home, I know that someone is going to really love them. So that is what I picked up for 40 bucks. I think I got a freaking steal. But she knows me, and I drop stuff off there pretty regularly just for her to sell. I don't like charge her anything for it. I just, you know, here some stuff, especially when we're like cleaning out our house, and I find like vintage stuff that just doesn't fit like the aesthetic of my closet or my Etsy store. I'll go ahead and take it to her just so that it finds a new home, it finds a new life, because sometimes I'm scared, like say I have a bunch of old Life magazines, if I donate that, they'll probably end up in the recycling, but if I take it to her, she runs this vintage store and people go to her looking for stuff like that. So you know, part of the reason that I sell vintage is because I love carrying on that old stuff and finding it, you know, a new home with somebody who's really going to love it, and she also does that. I just ran off because I heard this big crash somewhere, and I was like, oh my god, is my pallet here? Are they lowering the back of the truck? Like, they didn't call. But it wasn't. I have no idea what the big crash was, but my pallet's not here. Anyway, so that was what I picked up at this vintage shop, and let me know in the comments down below which piece was your favorite. And yeah, I guess I'll see you for my next video, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out, and I'll see you later. Yeah.